Whatever he said, I did. To the word. Ferrari was a proponent of less is more. Because we would ask, we're like, oh, I heard somebody's doing this, and I heard somebody's doing that, and should we think about that? He's like, Lance, all you need is
disc brakes. Just for sure, disc brakes.
Okay, we've got Lance Armstrong. Lance motherfucking Armstrong. The greatest modern-day racing cyclist ever. Unquestionably. Lance Armstrong put cycling on the map in the Western industry. The Western culture, the bike industry. Lance made people millions and millions of dollars. He took performance-enhancing drugs, just as every single big-name athlete in big-name sports has ever done. Whether it's basketball, swimming, running, tennis, Lance used drugs just as all champions who are making millions also use. Alright, so let's not say Lance was the only person who used drugs. Alright, all the champions use drugs. Alright, this is what people can't grasp. Oh, Lance was a treat. Everyone in this video he's racing against, they're also juiced to the fucking gills. Michael Jordan, Michael Phelps, swimming, Marion Jones, Kathy Freeman, Olympic gold medal heroes in big sports, juiced to the fucking gills. That's just a fact, man. It's just a fact in society. And the sooner you can get over that, the sooner you can start to see how the world works, and you can start living with clarity and direction. Now let's address the accusations, the rumors, the allegations that Lance Armstrong uses an e-bike to win. I call bullshit on that. Is he using an e-bike in this race? I've ridden e-bikes for the last 7 years as a commuter, as a motor pacing tool. I think e-bikes are incredible. There's no way in my head that I look at any Lance Armstrong's performances and see an e-bike. I don't see it ever. I see drugs all the time. I see corticosteroids. I see anabolic steroids, low dosage. I see EPO. I see blood doping. I see a bit of GH in this face here, a bit of GH face going on there. Yeah, I see that, but I don't see e-bikes. All right, I know drugs well. I know e-bikes well. I know road cycling, racing very, very well. I've ridden, trained in the hills with most of these guys, including Lance, etc. I see what goes on. I see how pedaling cadence and styles and power meter and all that, carbohydrate intake, all that works. I don't see e-bike at all. There's no way there's a motor in this Trek bike here. There's absolutely no way. It would weigh too much. It wouldn't give the power Lance needs, and there's a chance the battery might fuck up, and that's going to be humiliating. Now, people hate Lance because primarily of how he reacted to the journalists and the snitches out there who tried to take him down. They tried to take Lance down for monetary gain. Alright, they tried to take it down for monetary gain. Guys like David Walsh. Do you think David Walsh was jealous of Lance? If David Walsh had a mono nut like Lance does, do you think a 19-year-old podium girl would be sucking on it on the Tour de France? No way. Alright? So Dave Walsh, etc. was mad jelly of Lance, and they're thinking, you know what? I can cash in on this. So there was malicious and monetary gains involved. So was Lance a bully? I would say Lance bullied the bullies. Alright? I would say he bullied the bullies. I would say he was disappointed in people who snitched on him. He'd be disappointed. So you got to understand and have empathy for Lance. Lance was just a pawn for the system. Pawn for Nike. Pawn for Giro. Pawn for Oakley. Pawn for Shimano. Pawn for Trek. Pawn for ASO. They all made way more money off Lance than he ever made from them. Guaranteed. His teammates made money off him. Betsy Andreo, she got some serious love sex hate for Lance. She would love to ride Lance's mono nut. And, it's just Lance created this aura, his alphaness, his drive, his violent pedaling technique, just desire to win was inspiring. I knew he was drugged from day one. When I first watched the Tour in 99, I was like, this motherfucker's on some good shit, but good on him. His team co-footers ditched him in his hospital bed. See you later, mate. You got cancer. We don't care. Bye-bye. We need races because the sponsors want to see winners, not chemo patients. So Lance was rejected at a 17-year-old. His mum was 17, sorry. His mum was 17, pumped and dumped by his biological dad. So Lance started this world with subconsciously thinking, I'm not good enough. I need to win. I need to get male presence, attention. So he started swimming, and he got attention from the male coaches. Like, yeah, good boy, Lance, good boy. So he got that father figure, from that need of attention, masculine presence from the swimming coaches, and then he went to running and his high school coaches, and he got into cycling, did well with that naturally. And so he's just thinking, I'm getting this validation. I'm getting external validation when I win. So I'll fucking do whatever it takes to win. And if you're going to stand in the way and call me a doper and try and take me down so you can get more BBC money from the editor, Dave Walsh, etc., then you do that, and I'm going to try and take you down. All right, so that's Lance bullied the bullies. Lance reacted. Can anyone name a single person that Lance initiated aggressive behaviour on that didn't start at first? I can't think of one. Maybe there's one. I don't know. You know, so if you want to call Lance a bully is someone who bullies someone for no reason. All right, that's a bully. Defending yourself aggressively against people trying to take you down, I would say that's just pretty normal behaviour for a guy like Lance, who was rejected from birth by his biological dad. And then he had a stepdad he didn't like. So Lance is just a fucking fighter. If you're in a street fight situation, if you wanted someone to defend you in a street fight situation in the cycling peloton, who would you pick? We're all going to pick Lance Armstrong. So is it any surprise that he reacts so aggressively when you have these beaters trying to take him down for monetary gain? That's no surprise to me at all. Have a read or listen to Tyler Hamilton's book, The Secret Race. That really gives some real insight to Lance's psychology and explains a lot of behaviour. So I'm a huge fan in understanding physiology. I'm a huge fan in understanding animal behaviour, human behaviour. We're just fucking animals, and we just react to conditions and situations around us. So Lance Armstrong, again with Floyd Landis. Floyd Landis, I would say, would be the person who really brought Lance to his knees in a way. I would say that Floyd Landis saw Lance as a father figure, as an older brother figure. Floyd Landis, I would say, massively rejected by Lance not getting him another go in cycling. Floyd got popped, and I'd say Floyd felt abandoned. This is my assumptions here, strong assumptions. I would say Floyd felt abandoned by Lance, and he's like, fuck you, Lance. I looked up to you, I lived with you, I trained for you, I risked my life to support you in the team, you gave me a job, I'm appreciative of that. But now I need some help, and you're not there to help me. So I'd say Floyd had some strong bromance and brother love for Lance. Even as a father figure, Lance just showed him so many things and changed his whole life around. And then when Lance didn't give him that support that Floyd wanted and needed and was used to, Floyd's like, fuck it, I'm going to dob you in. Fuck it, I'm going to dob you in. And that's what happened. So I'd say if Lance just made one phone call, said, hey, give Floyd a ride, man. Give him a job. I'll pay his contract, blah, blah, blah. Let's just make it work. Then Lance would still be doing, be in his position today, a better position, I'd say. But I'd say this is a lesson for everyone, Lance included, all right? Lance felt rejected as a kid, and then that just carried on. Lance didn't have the empathy to see the influence he had for Floyd, the positive influence, insane positive influence. Lance would have made Floyd feel incredible. Can you imagine a Mennonite kid come from such a straight background, and Lance is just showing him this gateway to like stardom, women, fun, adventure, significance, and that all got taken away when Floyd got pinged. All right, he just followed what Lance was doing. He got busted for it, and then he felt rejected. And that, again, as I said, just started the cascade of downfall for everyone involved. It was stress for everyone. And the only motherfucking winners were those parasitic, blood-leeching, vampire motherfucking lawyers that rape your MasterCard at $1,000 an hour, etc. Right? The lawyers are the only people who win here. Only people who win are the lawyers, and the biggest losers, I would say the biggest loser is Lance. Second biggest loser would be Floyd and Tyler, etc. All right. Lance also apparently did snitch on Tyler, and that was definitely a dog move. So I'd say of all the things that Lance did, if this is true, Lance snitching on Tyler because Tyler was a threat to win the Tour de France, that was a dog move. And that dog move, if it's true, I'm pretty sure it is, but I could be wrong. Let's say it's true. If it is true, I would say that dog move Lance did by snitching on Tyler to the UCI was driven by Lance not able to lose the Tour de France. The Tour de France was Lance's identity, and he's got Tyler Hamilton who's coming up. He's thinking, no, I have to win the Tour de France. I have to win. So that was, again, Lance doesn't like rejection. A lot of people don't, but Lance, next level. All right, that's just his fire, that's his drive. Fear of rejection is huge for Lance. It's huge for a lot of people, but especially Lance. So just understanding that, you can see the behavior that goes on. It's one thing to punish behavior and say, you did this, you did that, that's, whatever. But to have an easier life, a better quality life, you want to understand why people behave like they do. All right? Why does someone take drugs? Why does someone do this? Why does someone do that? Understand the why and the how the solution for that comes instantly. When you understand the why, the how to solve that problem comes instantly. All right? The solution to any situation is really enhanced, easily discovered when you understand why someone does something. What is someone's goal? Why do they want it? When you understand that why, the how comes instantly. And to answer the question, is there a motor in the bike? There's no fucking motor. Alright? How are you going to put a motor in such a skinny tube, have no noise and have no excess weight, and where's the bike change? Where's the swap out? Alright? You can see the strain on Lance's face. You can see the contractile tissue, the glycogen retention in the muscle. You can see all that draining and straining. Alright? There's no e-bike in Lance Armstrong. There's just not. And I'm open to being wrong on that one. I'm open to being wrong on that. It's been 20 years. The technology would be out. It would be on AliExpress. It would be on Alibaba. Specialized would have it. The technology would be there. Someone would have said, okay, that's possible, let's do it. No one's done it because it hasn't been done. All right? Understand the human physiology. Understand the truth. So don't get lied to all the time, get disappointed. There are no fairy tales, motherfuckers. Drugs, and more drugs. That's just how it is. Always will be, always was. All professional sports where there's money and fame involved, the champions are fucking juiced to the motherfucking gills. Deal with it.
What kind of message do you think that your working relationship with Michele Ferrari sends out to the general sporting public?
Well, David, I'm glad you showed up finally. It's good to see you finally here. Good question. I think that people are not stupid. People will look at the facts. They will say, okay, here's Lance Armstrong. Here's a relationship. Is that questionable? Perhaps. But people are smart. Do they say, has Lance Armstrong ever tested positive? No. Has Lance Armstrong been tested? A lot.
Is it fairly easy to prepare for a test? Like, does it dissipate in your system really quickly?
The half-life of EPO is 4 hours. So you can back it out from there and figure out when you're in trouble.
Will he pass every test because he does not take EPO? Yes, he will.
My defense was that I've passed every control you've given me, and that's true. The samples that were given were clean.
And you never ever stop there. You always went one step further.
No, Alex, I mean, I would have gone... I mean, if David Walsh wanted to put on boxing gloves, I would have done it right there. Let's go.
You present yourself as the cleanest of clean riders.
And I have the proof, which you refuse to believe.
Just let me finish the question. You present yourself as the cleanest of clean riders, and yet you associate with somebody whose reputation is incredibly tarnished, and that person is going to go on trial in 2 months' time. Would you not think that it would be in the interest of cycling for you to suspend your relationship with Michele Ferrari until he has answered the charges of which he's accused?
You have a point. It's my choice. I view him as innocent. He's a clean man, in my opinion. Let there be a trial.